Hey guys, welcome to my advice channel, Striving with Steph. On today's topic, we're going to be talking about trust issues. Now, on this topic, I feel like this is something that should definitely be addressed before you make things official, before you get in a relationship. And the reason I say this is because I cannot tell you how many times friends have come to me because of trust within their relationship, within their maybe 1, 2 year, 3 year long relationship, right? I feel like personally, before you get in a relationship, you need to work on yourself before you work with someone else in being a relationship. And the reason I say this is because when you have trust issues, all you do is stress yourself out, because whether you're a guy or a girl and your significant other is out with their friends or at a party, wherever, or maybe they're, study abroad or they're traveling for work, whatever it might be, if you have doubts and trust issues in your mind, you're going to be one, stalking his location, checking his social media every single minute of the day, checking to see what he's posting, who he's with, what he's doing. All you're doing is just stressing yourself out. It's not healthy, okay? I personally feel like this is something that you should definitely address and work on for yourself before you go and stress someone else being in a relationship. I can say from personal experience, it's not fun being with someone who has trust issues, okay? Because all it does is just stress you out when you can be the loyalest guy on earth, right? Don't get me wrong. You can be the loyalest guy on earth. But if she has had something that's happened in her past, not even she, if they've had something that's happened in their past that leads them to have trust issues, it's going to affect you, and it's going to just suck, Trust issues are not fun. I'm gonna give you a little scenario. Okay, so let's say you found the person who you think you want to talk to, right? Of course, before you decide to get with someone, y'all are friends for maybe a few weeks, a month. I don't know how you roll. I know for me, it's probably gonna be we're friends for a few months before I decide to pop the question and make it official, right? So while in that time, you want to talk to her and see if she has trust issues. I know personally for me, being in a relationship that has trust issues is not fun for me. So I make sure from day one, when I start getting to know the girl, that that's something that we talk about, whether or not she has trust issues or not. Because I know for me, I already have a lot on my plate. Things, just life in general, can just stress you out. You don't need another thing on top of that piling up to your stress, okay? It's not going to be good. It's not healthy for you. So I really feel like before you get in a relationship, talk to that person. Figure out whether if y'all are compatible, if y'all are gonna have trust issues or not. Once you find that out, you might find that you may really want to be with that person, but because they have trust issues, if she's stalking your location, wants you to have all your location things on. She's stalking your social media. She's having her friends stalk your social media, hack your accounts if she has friends that have hackers and stuff. Guys, that's a red flag right there. That's gonna lead to a toxic relationship. That's a red flag. Get out of there. Don't get in that relationship. It don't matter how cute she is, how good she might be in bed. I'm telling you, for your benefit, don't do it. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be with a girl that has trust issues, because I have plenty of girls that are my friends that do have trust issues, and they do stalk their man 24/7. And some guys are okay with it, but I feel like personally for me, being in a relationship means you're with that one special person, right? But I also feel like when y'all are not, there are going to be times where you guys might need your space. You might need time to grow individually, right? You still want to have your group of friends who you want to hang out with, right? What I see time and time and again now is with people who have trust issues is once you get in a relationship, it's like, no, you're only hanging out with me 24/7. You're not going to go hang out with that girl that you used to be friends with, because I don't trust you with her. I don't think she has the best intentions for you. Granted, you may have known her 4 years prior before being in this relationship, but now that you're in the relationship, you're going to let your girl tell you who you can talk to, who you can hang out with, who you can and who you can't. Guys, that's a red flag. Don't get in those type of relationships. Now, like I said, if you're okay with that, by all means, do you. I personally feel like if you're going to be in a relationship, y'all need to have trust, okay? If he or she is going to go hang out with their group of friends or go to that party, y'all both need to have trust that even though they might be drinking, they're still going to remain loyal and faithful to you and only you, and not do something, whether it's cheat on you, sleep with so-and-so, whatever. Because I guarantee you, if they do that, honestly, I'm more of a 3 strikes, you're out type of guy, but that is very dependent on what they do. I have only been cheated on once, so I can talk from personal experience. But if you have your significant other and they're going out cheating on someone, whether they slept with someone else, I don't know, that I kind of feel like that's a 1 strike, you're out type of thing. You know, you might be different. Everyone is different. I'm not telling you what you should and what you should not do. I'm only giving you the best advice that I can, talking from my personal experience. Let me put it in perspective for you, right? I run on treat others how you want to be treated. If you're in a relationship, how would you like it if, let's say you're a guy, how would you like it if your girl went out and she slept with another dude, whether it was at a party, concert, wherever it might be? And if you're a girl, how would you like it if your guy went and slept with another girl, right? I really feel like people really need to be open-minded and really think about this, you know, because it's kind of like do unto others what you would have them do unto you, right? If you don't want to be cheated on, don't go cheat on your girl, or don't go cheat on your man with another person. How are you going to like it? One analogy that I always like to put my friends in is put yourself in the other person's shoes, right? If you don't like something being personally done to you, why are you going to go behind your other person's back and do it to them just to hurt them? And then they find out? Why? Why do that? I feel like a lot of people do things just because they think they're going to get away with it. I guarantee you 99% of the time, karma will eventually come and bite you in the ass. I personally feel like if you're in a relationship, that means you are ready to be committed to that one person. You know, my key big thing, the reason I never really dated in high school was because I knew once you graduate high school, you go on, you go to different schools, you meet new people, right? 99% of the time, you're not going to marry that person that your high school, sweetheart that you had. There was about a 1% chance that you actually marry your high school sweetheart. Because I guarantee you, 99% of the time, you won't be with the same people that you are once you graduate high school. So guys, if you're not ready to be in a relationship, don't make it official. Don't get in a relationship and then go cheat on that person, because then all it does is it fucks it up for the person, for the next person. Let's say you're a girl and your guy goes and he sleeps with another person. Well, guess what? That guy just fucked it up for you, because now you're going to have all your shields and your guards up. So now when a new guy comes, a nice guy who really likes you and wants to get to know you, you're going to have all your shields up. You're going to have trust issues. Then if you do eventually let your guards down and that person makes it official with you, you're still going to have trust issues regardless. Granted, it's not your fault, It's not your fault that your ex decided to go cheat on you with someone else while y'all were together. It's not your fault. But at the same time, I really feel like just because something happens in your past, don't let it obscure what you could potentially have in the future. I really feel, because that's something I've definitely run into. All the girls that I've talked to, whether it's current or in the past, I shit you not, every single girl that I've talked to has had one guy in their past that has fucked it up and makes me have to work 10 times harder to get to know them, because they have a numerous amount of shields and walls up. Granted, like I said, it's not their fault. Everyone is human. Everyone makes mistakes. But at the same time, it makes it 10 times harder for me, a guy, to come along and really get to know them on a personal, intellectual level, right? it makes it a lot hard because they have so many trust issues because of their ex, someone in their past who fucked it up. But my message, my advice to you guys is just because you go through that one bad experience, don't let it affect your future experience, you know? Because I really do feel like the key to having a good, long, successful relationship is trust. I cannot stress that enough. As of today, right now, May 27th, I've currently been with my girlfriend for 2 years and a month. And I'm telling you from personal experience, it was not necessarily easy. In the beginning, I'm not going to lie, it was actually pretty rough. It was kind of a little sticky situation, not going to lie. I'm not going to get too into the details. But the reason we lasted this long is because we have trust, okay? Her situation is a little bit different from mine. Me, I actually just graduated college, so I have a lot more freedom. I can come and go and do what I want as I please, right? She still is at home with her parents, so she's a little bit more restricted as to what she can do versus what I can do. But my point is that granted, as that I have as much freedom as I do, she has trust that whenever I go and hang out with my girls in Dallas, she knows and she has trust that I'm not going to cheat on her. I'm not going to hurt her in any type of way. You know, I always communicate. Communication is also another really big key and thing for a successful relationship. My girlfriend and I have a lot of communication and a lot of trust that we definitely built up. And, you know, I feel like as months go by and y'all really get to know each other, and maybe, you know, she goes and hangs out with her friends, but at the same time, while she's hanging out with her friends, she's communicating with you what happened, or she might even tell you something funny or something stupid that happened, whether you care about it or not. But my point is that's trust. You know that she's being loyal and faithful, even though you're not there. You may be off doing something else, but y'all have that trust where even though they might be doing something and you're over here and you're not there, you have trust that you know they're being loyal and faithful. So overall, to wrap this up, I'm gonna summarize it for you guys. Before getting in a relationship, work on yourself. Make sure that you've addressed all the issues that you have prior to yourself before getting in a relationship. If you have trust issues, you need to work on yourself to remove those trust issues. Like I said, don't let something that happened in your past affect your future, because all it does is it makes it harder for a nice guy to really get to know you. And the reason I say that is because if the guy really cares about you, no matter how many walls you have up, he's going to stay persistent and not give up trying to know you. That's how you know you might have a real guy. You know, if you have a guy that just wants to sleep with you and you have all your walls up, I guarantee you he won't make it past wall 5. He'll just give up and be like, you know what, screw this. You're not worth my time. You clearly don't care. I'm going to move on, and he's going to move on to the next girl. You know, don't worry about those guys. Those are not the guys that you want to attract. You want to attract the guys that really care about you, that show that they care. They're going to stay constant at texting you, trying to hang out with you, even though you might be making every excuse in the book just to not hang out with them. Give the guy a shot. You know, he may be a nice guy. He may be really trying to get to know you. Like I said, don't let something that happened in the future don't let something that happened in the past affect your future. And once you tackle all of your personal issues and you're ready to get in a relationship, go for it. Get in that relationship. Build the trust. Trust is not something that is just guaranteed right away. Trust is something that you definitely have to build up. But as it builds up, your relationship becomes so much easier and so much nicer. You're able to still keep your old friends as well as make new friends because y'all have trust. Both of y'all are able to grow and prosper and, you know, have a nice, successful life that hopefully, or have a nice, successful relationship that hopefully maybe one day leads to a marriage, you know? And then you start a family, and then you get to you get to start your real life, which is something that, you know, we all hope and strive for. But nowadays, there are a lot of people that have trust issues, and, you know, it is what it is. It sucks. It's a part of life. Like I said, it's not your fault, and it's not always their fault. It's usually something that's happened in their past that they just can't let go, that they have to hold on to, that is affecting their future. Don't let that happen. Don't let your past affect your future. You may take a little bit more time to heal from it, but the heart, love is a very dangerous and powerful thing, which is why a lot of people have their guards up and their walls up. I can tell you from personal experience, being cheated on, having a heartbreak, it's not fun. It may take you 3 months to cope from it, a year, however long. Everyone recovers at a different speed and at a different time. It might take you a week to get over that person. And honestly, I feel like if it took you a week, you honestly might not really care, and you might be looking for a way to get out of that relationship. But that's another topic for a different day. My point is that relationships are a learning experience. Not every relationship is going to go perfect. The point and the key is to learn from each relationship that you've been on and to work on it. Ask yourself, why did that relationship go that way? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? What can I do to prevent that from happening in my next relationship? And once you analyze and you start working on these things, and once that one right person comes along, once you realize how to analyze what happened in your past and to prevent it from happening in your current or even future relationship, guys, there's no way you can fail. There's no way you can lose, right? So if you guys like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. If you guys have another topic for my next video that you guys want me to address, comment down below. I will be reading all the comments. If you have something personal you want to say to me or you want me to address, message me on my social media if you don't want to leave it in the comments down below, and I'll make a video addressing it, and I won't disclose any personal information per your request. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.
You'll always be my nice guy.